Can you see it? What an absolutely gorgeous day, and what a great Easter Sunday. I have some video to share on the day that we celebrate a the carpenter's victory. An apprentice carpenter, if I can even make that claim, tried to get some work done too, and it doesn't matter nearly as much as what he has done. But I enjoyed the opportunity to celebrate the day, enjoy the weather of the day, and enjoy the work of the day. And some of it turned out okay, and I learned a few things along the way. Thanks for watching. Um, the list goes on of the ways that I am blessed and grateful, and this day is just one of the best. With the expectation that mistakes will be made, I am preparing more of these uprights than I need. Right now, I'm just taking the minimum edge off of one side, and these are 2x4s, so 1 3/4 or so, or excuse me, 3.5-ish or so is the starting width, and I'm taking off a sliver off the edges on one side so that I can go to final width of about 2.25, I think, and I'll double check all that. Actually, it's about 2 13/16. I'm not getting a great camera shot here, but about 2 13/16. So I may potentially take a little more off the backs. I'm not positive yet, but I'm going to get them all to this size and then see how these boards look, and then also get some off the width, the height from this angle, the height, and not going to do the inset cuts yet, the dados yet, but this will get me the raw materials to work with, so that we can make enough of these that I can see if I can make the boards work. That is going to be some of the project this week, and that is part of the reason that I won't be doing dailies for a while, although there will be some things showing up each day, but probably going to do videos that capture 3 or 4 days worth of work at a time, so that I can try and show some actual substantial progress. We'll see how that goes. All right, so here are 8 2x4s, all of them over the minimum length I need, which is 30 inches. And here's a couple that just aren't going to probably work. They're not going to be stable enough. But I've got 8. I think I need 6. I think I actually need 5, but I'm making at least 6. Front side edge is taken off, and I'm about to go down to 3 inches. And there'll be some more that'll need to be taken off, but I want to leave some in case there's some rough patches on the side I just cleaned. Like, for example, here, I might take the rest off of this side where the bark is kind of showing still, rather than taking it all off the other side. So trying to go slow and think it through, and not come up thinking, oh, now I got to cut 6 more because I went a little too far. All right, we're going to keep going. All of the side cuts are now done. So we're down to a 3-inch width. And you can see that, for example, that there's stuff that might or might not work here. But here's something that just really amazes me about this pallet wood. These are all just taken off of rough pallets, and only this one seems to have much of a twist in it. I might be able to even end up able to use it. But these are all pretty straight and flat, and they're going to be very useful. The next step will be to do what really probably shouldn't be done. Somebody in the comments can certainly tell me why I'm totally making a mistake. But I've ended up kind of using my table saw as a planer, because I'm going to work on the high side and go ahead and cut just the top surface off of that on each of the boards. And it works. I just take it slow and it works. So we'll see how that goes. Well, I am very happy with how this is going. The boards, I think, are coming out really nicely. But I'm starting to see smoke. And so I'm going to let this all cool down, and I'm going to actually do some shop vacuuming on this and clean it up a little bit, because the last thing I need is a fire. So anyway, these boards are doing well, and I don't want to burn up the motor or burn up the whole thing. So let's let it cool off for a little bit. Well, all four sides have now been cut, and the results are pleasing. There is one board that has some wobble in it. But the others are almost completely flat and true, and even that board is probably still going to be okay to use if I can get enough length out of it. This is about all I'm going to be able to get done today, but while I was doing this, it turns out I was also making some very interesting veneers. I don't know if these would be useful for anything, but they came off very clean, and who knows, I might be able to even use them for something. Really enjoyed this process. I've got some time-lapse shots of this that will not communicate how tedious it was, but even having to be so slow and steady was an excellent learning experience, and it was fun in its own way, especially when the results are like this. I'm going to put these on their sides, on the sides too, to show how level they are. Let's take a look at that. There is one bow that has a bit of a bow in it, evidently. One board, sorry, that has a bit of a bow in it, evidently, but this is much more precise than it really even needs to be, or what would be considered, normal for just working with pine lumber. So I'm very happy that I'm going to get to use this for this CD shelf system. And I'm under no delusions that I'm making fine furniture. This is something I want to be as nice as I can possibly make it for my friends. But it is still going to be just some wood put together. But I'm going to be doing it with as precise an effort as I can possibly muster. And this made a pretty good start of it today. I'm kind of amazed by the amount of really fine particulate dust that I was producing, and I'm glad I had a mask that I could use, and I'm glad that I was able to do this in a decent amount of time, just a couple of hours here, and it's going to give me time now to think about the next steps and to try and prepare for that. And I'm really looking forward to it. Really appreciate anybody that's taken time to watch. Just appreciate any interest at all. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing what I can be doing in the next few days with this and other projects. And there'll be some shorts that'll be coming up that I've pre recorded from days before while I'm trying to work on some other things that'll take me a little longer to put together as a video. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to what I might be able to do coming up here, and really look forward to seeing if anybody has ideas that they want to suggest, and something to make, but also ways that I can be doing better. If you're seeing anything that you know from your experience that might make it help me improve the quality or the efficiency, I'd be sure glad to know that. It's Easter Sunday, and I believe that the statement, "He is risen," is real historical fact. And honestly, that's the reason that I feel like a lot of the things that I do have some purpose, even though sometimes it just seems like a little kind of inconsequential activity. Everything has a purpose because I believe God has given us purpose. And I hope that you've had a great day with your family and friends and loved ones. And I hope that you know what it is to be blessed and grateful because of what we have to hope for in what God has done for us. Thanks for watching.